YouTube, my family and my friends. Excellent Dreams here, back again with another exclusive video. So here's part 2 to the how to complete a rhinestone template from start to scratch. So as a continuation from part 2, we have our rhinestone design here. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to highlight the entire design. Let's open up our TRW stone wizard here. Now first what we want to do is make sure that we have all of the parts to the design. So we know that this gray here is actually going to be, wow, okay, let's ungroup all of these objects because I had grouped everything together. Did I make a mistake, y'all? Okay, alright, so we want all of these same color stones here to be white. But since we can't see white on the screen, we're going to just change them blue. We want this area here to be white as well. So white and gold are the colors for the design. We're going to highlight the entire design and just come over here to our templates tab. And I like to use vinyl overcut stone 2+ cut. If you right click on the design, it will mirror the parts that need to be vinyl and keep the rhinestone parts front reading. So as you can see here, we have our 2 color rhinestones. We have 1 color here and 1 color here, and then we have our colors for our vinyl. Now I know right here, as I can see it, that's the black outline vinyl. This right here is the yellow vinyl, and this here is the white vinyl. So to cut this vinyl out, of course, we can highlight this box here, right click on it, and right click on it and hit copy. And then we can open up our cutting software. The software that I like to use is Great Cut 3 that comes with CorelDRAW. Right click and paste it inside of your cutting software. Another thing that I can do is, let's go back to CorelDRAW. And what I like to do is I like to just go ahead and delete all of this these yellow boxes. So that way when I select my image and I copy it and I bring it to my cutting software, it doesn't have that, well, I guess that will be the weeding box around it. Let's delete it and paste the new one. Now it doesn't have that weeding box around it. So now when I file, output, and send this to my cutter, see inside of Great Cut, you can select a weed border here, which will put that box around your cut image. So for regular vinyl, I have my cutter set to 85 with my blade and my speed at 60. I can save the settings, and I'm not going to cut this right now, but I'll save the settings and then I'll just hit output and it'll cut out 11.327 by 11.239. It'll cut this image out right here. Alright, moving right along. So if I was cutting out 3 different colors, of course you can't sit rhinestones on top of regular vinyl. So this yellow here, where the rhinestones are sitting on top, I will cut that out in flock. And the white, I will cut that out in flock as well, so that the rhinestones can adhere directly to the fibers inside of the flock. Alright, let's move it right along. Now, if we were doing sublimation, we will actually highlight this entire image. I like to group objects together, right click and then copy. CorelDRAW seems to move faster that way. Then I like to come over here to my I like to open up a new tab, come over here to my new tab or my new project, and paste that image into there. Go ahead and drag it to the center. Alright, now ungroup all objects. Now this is for the sublimation part. I like to open up a new document and paste my image into the new document. Next, what I like to do is get rid of all the rhinestones. So I'll click on one circle, then I come up here in my Design Wizard 5.0 Pro, and I left click on this top left box here for the stone selection, and I left click on it and it selects all of the same size rhinestones, because that's what I'm using. I'm using SS10 rhinestones. So let's delete those rhinestones out of the design. Alright, let me show y'all a little trick here. Let's go back. So if you click on one stone and then you click on the left click, select all of the same size stones, you have all of the same size stones selected. But if you try to hit delete, nothing happens, because you're still on the Rhinestone Wizard 5.11 Pro, right? You're still on the well, mine is 5.11, y'all's might be 5.0 depending on when you purchased it, but you're still on 5.0 Pro. So if you click back over here in the workspace or anywhere on the CorelDRAW screen here in the white area, it won't do anything except deselect the stones. So let's try that again. Let's click on one, select them all, and we can't delete it. We can't press delete to delete all the stones until we click back to CorelDRAW. And you can click back here up top inside of the actual CorelDRAW, this white box here. You can click back over here and you should be able to hit delete, and it deletes all the stones. What I like to do is I like to select one stone, select all the same size, and I like to click right here on this line that's right above the ruler on our project line that shows us all the projects that we have open. Click right here in the open area, and then I can delete. So you want to select them all and then click back on CorelDRAW, but anywhere up here above the ruler, you know, should get you back to CorelDRAW, and all your stones should still be highlighted so that you can delete them. Now that we have them deleted, we can proceed to print this out. But I know for a fact this design had more to it, because if I go to the wireframe, oh, where's the rest of it? Let's see here. Let's go back here. Go to wireframe here. Oh, and I guess I did get all of that out of the design. Let's see here. So page 1. Let's ungroup everything. I just want to see something, y'all. This design had a lot of pieces to it. And I could have swore there was a scroll there, a ribbon of some sort that went around. Alright, hold on. Alright. So this scroll piece, I pretty much had to go back to my backup file and grab it from there. And then, well, really what I just did was I grabbed the whole thing, copied it, pasted it over here, and then just changed the colors back. So now I have my scroll exactly where it needs to go. Let's highlight the whole image, right click on it, and let's highlight the entire image, right click on it, and let's, where is it at? Oh, we can go up here to bitmaps and just convert to bitmap, like so. Now that it's converted to bitmap, I like to bring it to the top of my screen. Now let's go to File, and let's go to Print. Alright, inside of File, Print, you want to make sure you choose your printer, and then make sure you go into your preferences to change your paper source. My paper source for my specific printer is set to a rear paper feed slot, because that's where my 13 by 19 inch paper goes for my document size. As you can see, I have listed here. Next, you want to make sure I have mine on portrait because it's printing out in portrait mode. I have my quality set to high and my paper type to premium presentation paper matte. Nothing left to change on this screen. I'll go to my more options. I want to make sure that I mirror my image, and that's pretty much it. Make sure I have my my picture mirrored. I want to change it from automatic here to custom. Inside of a custom, we go to advanced, and then I like to change it to my color controls here. Change it to Adobe RGB with the gamma, leave it at 2.2. I like to cut my brightness up to 3, my contrast up to 3, and my saturation up to 3, and hit OK. And we can hit OK on this screen as well. So you want to make sure for your additional settings that high speed is not checked, and you're not rotating the image. You don't need to. Let's hit OK. Then remember to hit apply, and then we can do a print preview to make sure everything is looking perfect. It looks perfect, so we can hit file and then print. It will send the image to your printer, and it will start printing out your sublimation image. Alright, stay tuned for part 3, where we'll press it onto a shirt, and we'll cut out the rhinestone template as well.